And OG, it says we are live. And here we go. Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio, number 412, Corona Hour, number 21. 21 weeks now. My name is Mel Popeye Moss. My co-host, Mel O.G. Robbins. We are with Sons of Liberty Riders MC, and we host this program each and every week on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Good evening, O.G. How are you doing?
Well, doing great, and even better with my alias now.
We won't talk about that too much, about the alias.
Yeah.
But let me say this, OG. I don't have my prop tonight. He's not here.
No.
He's not here. I don't know where
What
he's
happened?
at. Well, you think he would take his own initiative and just come on over. But I'm sure he's busy doing something. But I do have a mission for him we're going to do tomorrow. I'll tell you about it later on. But,
Okay.
wow. Let me get some stuff here. People are already joining the chat line. Charles Copage. And where are we at? We are in Texas, buddy. And Earl Bennett, Ironhead, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing okay. Brain Damage is with us tonight. How you doing? So, man, so the list will grow here as we go along. Hey, as I said in the description of of tonight's podcast, we're just winging it, man. We're just winging it. We haven't talked to each other today except for just a short bit. And that was about nothing that pertained to the show or even our club. But that pertained with OG moving over this direction out of the mansion and over here into the hood with me. So I can't wait for that to happen because that means he will be in studio each and every week when we do these podcasts. And man,
I got to tell you, just the visits that I've had to Arlington,
yeah,
I much prefer Arlington to McKinney.
Gas is cheaper, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things. But, hey, Jessica Williams has joined us. Jimmy Rogers, good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. And, wow, OG, being we don't have any major topics to talk about, let's talk about the most recent because everybody has heard my opinion on the Antifa morons, the 9 morons that decided to show up in Sturgis. And OG, as you know, I think all these Antifa types and BLM types and everybody else, besides all their stupid demands, they're really just after photo ops, and that's what they were doing. The police were there protecting them until they kicked the motorcycle, and then all bets were off. What do you think about that?
Well, I think probably the only reason they're not near death, maimed, or in a ICU unit somewhere is because law enforcement protected them.
Yeah.
The minute that guy kicked at the saddlebag of that one biker as he went by,
yeah.
The crowd moved in mass. It was all law enforcement could do to hold them back. Now, I saw somewhere where supposedly the idiot that kicked at the saddlebag was arrested.
Uh-huh.
But, that's hearsay as far as I'm concerned. He was probably let off with a warning or some kind of $25 fine, and that'd be about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for those that possibly don't know, about the law enforcement in Sturgis. Uh, a lot of those officers that are there, they bring them in from all around the country, and I think give them another oath just so they have authority in Sturgis. But a lot of those cops, the greatest majority, are from other areas of the United States, and they keep them in a barracks complex outside of town, up near the foothills. So you got quite a mixed bag there, and I honestly think they operate under the mandate of the city council to, hey, let's not get too tough, but let's keep everyone in line.
Yeah. You know, OG, I found it interesting that the RV parks, when they discovered who they were and what they were doing, they kind of refused them a place to stay. As a matter of fact, there's one of them even got their phone number, and I would really like to know the phone number of these morons, or one or two of them, and give them a buzz. Just saying, everybody. Now, I do have a friend that owns a house up there in Sturgis, and he's well connected. Maybe I could just ask him to ask around and see if he can find out what their phone number might be.
Can you imagine how much fun it would be to have one of those idiots on here telling us his point of view?
Yeah.
Or her point of view?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because their point of view, according to the stuff, the signs they had, but besides all the F-bombs that were on them and stuff like that, which I thought was interesting, it kind of showed their IQ. So, like I said, photo op. That's all it is. And like any other group, BLM, Antifa, all this kind of stuff, that's what it's all about. Photo ops, to try and raise Cain and get people to join in on the fun. If you can call that fun. But nowadays, this is the kind of stuff young people, I guess, thinks is fun. Destroying property and stuff and getting away with it. So I guess this is going to continue for a while. I guess at least until November 3rd. And then, well, wait a minute. They may go crazy then. When Donald Trump wins. Or they may go crazy because none of it's been decided. Because of all the chaos and stupid things they're doing. And believe you me, I think that is what this is all about. Creating as much chaos, as much shit as they can in order to interfere with the election and get enough people to hate Donald Trump, thinking that he's the cause of all this when none of that is true. I realize people don't like his tweets and may not like his personality. But like I said in a post today on Facebook, hey, look, he's done more than any president in my lifetime. He's done more to help me and my family and all our kids. I've never seen anything like it. He's putting America first, truly putting America first instead of the freaking party. Instead of the party, like both sides have been doing forever, that shipped our jobs overseas. 60,000 manufacturing companies, not jobs, companies, have moved off of our shores. And he's the only one I know of that's making an effort to get them back. But OG, did you watch any of that shit that was on television last night called the Democratic National Convention?
I tuned in for one brief minute, and the minute I saw that gorilla's face
Be
on
nice.
TV,
Be nice.
giving a taped speech that was taped weeks ago, that was taped before Biden announced his VP choice. I mean, that even escapes any intelligent thought as to how the hell they put a speech on like that wasn't even recognizing Biden's choice. I immediately tuned out because I cannot stand to look at her, let alone hear anything she has to say.
After all, she was never proud of her country until her hubby got elected, I guess. Maybe not even then, and not even now. That's what I understand. Of course, everything, let's put it this way. Everything that Donald Trump has done was there for Obama to do. He could never get the economy roaring. He couldn't do it. He didn't have the skills. He didn't have the negotiating skills. Who did he send out there to do like the negotiation? John Kerry? John Kerry, really? That's the best he had? I mean, come on. Come on, everybody. Anyway, OG, the one thing we did discuss today was the ratings, the TV ratings on that mess last night. And they were low.
Oh, that was priceless. That was priceless.
Yeah.
They said 30 to 40% less viewers on this Democratic National Convention than the prior one.
Yeah. So that should tell you something there that, hey, look, this stuff, I'm glad the Democrats have gone first with this virtual crap because it's not going to work. It's not working. A Zoom convention? Really? Really? And
well, they are projecting a large viewership the final night when Biden's supposed to come back out of the cellar.
Yeah.
And I think it's only because the speculation is that people want to see just how bad he's going to screw up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's a true bumbling idiot when he talks.
Yeah. But you know what? They may have him so well scripted, he may not be a bumbling fool. He may not be. If they keep it simple. And he has, he has those monitors that he can read. And he doesn't go off script. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. And like you said, hey, people are going to tune in just to see how bad it's going to be.
Well, if the man has dementia, and I know a little bit about this because I've got a brother-in-law that has been diagnosed with dementia, and when they go off script like that, it's because we all have a filter or filters where we don't always necessarily say what we're thinking because, culturally, sometimes it's just not the polite thing to do. You either don't want to get yourself in trouble or you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. For whatever reason, you filter what you say as opposed to what you're thinking.
Yeah.
The issue becomes when someone is starting to get deeply into dementia, that filter goes away. That's why you'll see some of these dirty old men grabbing a waitress's ass, why they'll say obscene sexual things to pretty young women. they literally can't help themselves. They are saying exactly what they're thinking.
Yeah.
So as hard as those handlers may work, now they may drug him up, I don't know, but
Cocaine.
and he may have a script to go by, but the issue is if he has a strong mental thought and that filter isn't there, that thought's going to come out verbally.
Oh man, I hope so.
So it may be interesting for all of us to be watching that final night just to see what in the hell happens.
Yeah, and listen to this, everybody. My 92-year-old dad has I guess you'd say a touch of dementia. Oh, gee, but he doesn't say to the assisted living nurses that are there in his facility. He usually doesn't say anything sexual to them or grab them, but he does talk about stealing the cars outside.
Oh yeah.
Now he can't get up and walk because his left side's paralyzed from the stroke.
Oh, see, for some of the older guys, their libido's gone.
Yeah.
So they don't even really think about it too much. I mean, they may enjoy eye candy on occasion.
Oh yeah, he does do that. He does do that.
Yeah. But there's no real drive there, so they tend not to get too down and dirty in that arena. But they will still talk about the weirdest things. Now, the odds may be even that he stays pretty calm on his acceptance speech, because who knows? It may be canned.
Yeah.
It may be pre-canned to where they've done it over and over till they got exactly what they wanted, and they'll put it on as some kind of a live thing, and they can get by with it because
yes, they can.
This is a virtual convention.
Yeah.
What I truly look forward to is a debate.
Oh,
where
yes.
Where Trump digs in the spurs, and then let's watch good old Joe explode.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, we've got to flush them out. Biden has to come out of the basement, and he has to start doing some public speaking and start answering questions. And I don't mean softball shit from the mainstream media. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. And, gee, there's a lot of bikers that tune in. They don't like this politics stuff. They don't like it. And I got a suggestion for them. I do have a suggestion. What you do instead of watching any of that stuff. Hey, look, weeknight television and even weekend television, it's pieces of crap anyway. It's all a bunch of reruns. It's all a bunch of crap. And, football, they're taking a knee, and, professional sports, to hell with them. Find something else to do. There's plenty to do. Do something with your family. Go buy you a damn motorcycle. Join a motorcycle club. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. Why a motorcycle club? But, I mean, do something else with your time. Tune back in after you vote, November 3rd. Tune back in. Maybe it'll be safe. Maybe you'll be watching the riots that'll be happening after Trump wins. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. Just tune out. You don't need to hear that lying shit. And I didn't need to watch that thing last night, OG, because if their mouths are moving, they're lying. Period. No matter who they put up there. And that damn crazy Bernie, who's going to tell everybody that everything out there is free, when there's nothing in the world that's free, OG. Nothing. Somebody's got to pay for it. And who's fighting in the background at your house?
Yeah.
Damn.
It all goes back to that old saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
That's true. free college, free this, free that, going to take care of every illegal alien that trips across the border. Somebody's got to pay for it. And you know who that's going to be? That's going to be you, and it's going to be me, and it's going to be OG. It's going to be everybody because there's not enough rich people. There's not enough rich people in this country to pay it all. Right, OG?
That's right.
These stupid kids out there, out of their minds. Go ahead.
The scariest thing going on here is we have a real chance to become a socialist government.
Yeah.
After this election, if everyone doesn't get out there and refuse to vote for a Democrat, and I don't say that on the basis of me being Republican or a Libertarian or whatever, it's just pretty damned obvious that the Democrats are nothing but socialists and progressives.
Yeah.
All they're preaching is what in the hell they're going to do if they get into power. They're going to start banning guns. They're going to take all kinds of stuff away. You're going to have government provided health care. Now, if you don't think that's scary, talk to veterans that have had to deal with only the VA.
That's true.
Okay,
that's true.
That's a real taste of socialism there. That's social medicine right there. That's government provided. Your First Amendment rights in danger. Your Second Amendment right is in danger.
Yeah.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah.
And if you don't care, that's fine, but be prepared to pay the consequences. You got to get out there and vote. You know, we're not telling you specific individuals to vote for. We're just telling you don't vote for a Democrat.
No.
Take a look at what's happened across the country these past few months. Every city that has been devastated by these Antifa folk and this cancel society that's going on, tearing down statues, getting rid of this, getting rid of that. They're all run by Democrat governors, Democrat mayors. They're all liberal as hell. You haven't seen any of that crap go down successfully in any red-run state or city.
Yeah,
they've made runs at it, but they're not successful because they know what in the hell's going to happen.
Yeah. You know, OG, last night they were just beating the heck out of Trump. Now tonight it'll be different. Maybe they'll start talking some policies, but I doubt it. They don't want you to. They don't want you to really realize what the new Green Deal and stuff like that would be. Because the new Green Deal is a job-killing machine. Matter of fact, the whole Democratic Party is a job-killing machine. Not only will they ship our jobs overseas, but for personal gain, they will attempt to do all these screwball ideas. I tell everybody, remember Solyndra, where we're going to have these companies making all these solar panels. All this stuff was going to happen. All this stuff was going to be great. And what happened? They collapsed. All those companies collapsed, and we paid for it. We paid for it, and nobody paid the price for this crap they did. The only people that made out were friends of Obama. That's the only people that made out. And is that a television in the background? Or is that kids?
Kids.
Let's tell you, everybody, I will be glad when he's in studio because he's got the most sensitive mic of anybody that I know. Of anybody that I know, I've never seen a mic pick up background like that. If he goes to pounding on that computer, we hear every click, every click. It's amazing. It's amazing. But
And it's a $5 set of headphones.
sometimes,
Earbuds.
sometimes the cheap shit works really good, really does. But yeah, oh man, uh,
I stepped into another room.
there you go, there you go. Yeah, well, hey, look, we don't want to deny the kids some fun. That's true. And I can tell those kids were small enough, they probably haven't been indoctrinated yet.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're actually my niece's grandchildren.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Which would make that, it makes them my great niece and nephew. How do you like that?
Yeah. Well, you don't want too many greats in there, right? Just saying. Wow. Man. You know, oh, gee, I did say something a minute ago there when I telling everybody, hey, go do something else. Go do something with your family, do something like that, you know. And I mentioned MCs, why MCs? And, you know, there's all kinds of MCs out there. There's all kinds. And, you know, the experience, the brotherhood, the camaraderie that you had maybe when you were in the military. I mean, there's and there's nothing like riding down the road in a pack. And you know what? I love that so much. I really do. It's kind of got an element of danger to it, but at the same time, it's just so much damn fun. And you know, they try and keep us from riding peg to peg, you know, and we, you know, when it's required, we go staggered or even single file. But when the road opens back up or the traffic lets up, we'll go back peg to peg. Now that may get us stopped by law enforcement, but what the hell? What the hell? I don't really know of any law against it. Not here in Texas, I don't think. Maybe there is.
I don't think there is in Texas. There are several states where you can do it. There are some states that it is illegal to run peg to peg.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have a law in the books that says you can't do it.
Yeah.
You just have to be aware of, you know, what the law is in your state.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, I mean, it's an interesting thing. You know, the MC world. I mean, it's all about protocol. It's about respect. It's about navigating the waters between the, especially when you're a national club, where you deal with other territories and you deal with other all these other clubs and navigating the waters of all that. But in general, you know, you don't want to disrespect anybody. You want to try and get along with everybody. And you know, from time to time, these clubs clash, but that's the way it is. Go ahead.
When you go to another area, you do need to be, you know, reasonably careful. I guess you can get along, you can get by with a lot by just showing respect. If you give respect, you'll get respect. But, you know, relative to MC protocol, we have noticed, now we've got chapters in quite a few states now. And we've noticed as you go from state to state, even in some regions where it may be the same dominant, but in a different state, their protocols are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
They run things differently. But, as long as you're showing respect, and they know if you're not from their area,
Mm-hmm.
And they'll pretty much go along with anything you do as long as it's respectful.
Yeah.
That's the whole key.
Yeah.
All you got to do is show respect.
Right. Learn the protocol, prospect, and do the things required. I mean, it's not what you've been told when you when you watch something like Sons of Anarchy or the Mayans and all that stuff. That's made for TV stuff. Now, are there some badasses out there? You bet there is. You bet there is. It's just a fact of life. And brain damage. You're looking for somebody to ride with in Arlington. You give us a buzz sometime. You can ride with us. You can ride with us. And like I said the other day, it's been hotter than hell here. But gee, the probably worst thing of all, like we had that front come through the other night. Then it gets everything wet. Then it heats back up, and it's just steamy as hell. Especially like this morning when
I
there's no wind.
I know.
No wind at all.
It was 100 degrees again today.
Yeah.
Even though they kept saying it wasn't, it was 100 degrees.
Yeah. Ironhead said people fly on TV. That's true. That's true. And women beat everybody's ass, depending on which program you're watching. Because they've shoved them up front. They've got them beating everybody's butt up. And you know what? And there are some women's out there that are badasses, man. Let me tell you, they are. Hell, at my age, the way I'm challenged them, hell, shit, they'll beat the hell out of me. But that's what we see happening on television now. It's the decade of the woman. I ain't got no problem with that. I got granddaughters out the ass. I got a bunch of granddaughters, and I got the 2 or 3 grandsons. 3. But the girls outnumber them. But that's the way it is in this country. The girls outnumber everybody. Hell, I was outnumbered from all my girl cousins. They tattle on me all the time. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. But getting back to the MC world, hey, look, check it out. It doesn't hurt to check it out. You can go to a COC meeting or something like that, meet with some of these clubs, meet with some of these guys, and rather than go out there and form a new club, they would like to see you join an existing club. And like I said, there's all types of clubs out there. And, no matter what club it is, there's clubs out there that do good things. They do good work. They may be doing charitable stuff for a community, even within the biker community. They're always trying to help out. They're always collecting money for a down biker or somebody with cancer, somebody with problems. And and maybe we do political stuff. We try and help people that when their constitutional rights have been violated. We even had in 2016, we had a lady over here that was her home was being attacked because of Trump signs of all things. But she wasn't going to give in. No matter whether they vandalized her house or called up and make death threats and come out and protest in front of her house, You know what, everybody? We stopped that shit in short order when we engaged. And that was right there in your neighborhood, OG, there in McKinney.
That's right. That's right. Right in McKinney.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of goofy liberals that hated Trump.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, when the signs start going up again in the yards, they all come out from under the rocks.
Like I said, OG, I'm not seeing anywhere Biden signs. I'm not seeing it. I saw one on the back of a car, a Prius of all damn things. A Prius of all things. I saw a Biden sign. Oh, wait a minute. I did see a sign in a yard. It said, justice, no peace. Now, look at that in your mind. Justice on the top, no peace on the bottom. Now, Mel, how would you spell no?
Well, depends on whether you want me to have knowledge of peace or no peace.
Now, the average schmuck out
if
there.
If you want me to know about peace, I'd spell that K-N-O-W.
That's right.
If you don't want me to have any peace, I'd spell it N-O.
Yeah. Well, it said no peace. K-N-O-W. Now, on the other side of the sign, it said Biden. And guess what was in the driveway, OG? Guess what was in the driveway?
Probably a Prius.
Yes, a Prius. A Prius. Yeah.
That's all I've ever seen a Bayo sign on. And I have seen one Biden sign, and now that you mention it, it was on a Prius.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it's either some weird-looking snowflake wearing glasses or some weird-looking gal.
Yeah. Well, you know, we live close to the university here, so you're going to see a lot of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey, like my mug over here. Can you see this?
And again, you know, we're not saying anything other than the Democrats seem to be anti-First Amendment, anti-Second Amendment, and they want government control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to, now, there is no special love with bikers relative to law enforcement,
mm-hmm.
mainly because of the way we've been treated. By being profiled, thrown in criminal gang databases, stuff like that. But common sense dictates if you don't have some kind of police organization operating within the country, if we're not a country of laws, anarchy will rule, and that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, you know who popped up on the chat line, OG?
Who?
William Lewis. Now, Geezer, if you go back and watch the first of the show tonight, you'll hear us talking about you. You're supposed to be my prop.
He's probably drinking Bloody Mary.
Yeah, he is. He probably forgot it, slept through it. And good evening, Lowrider. How are you doing also? I had to stand up for a minute. I'm tired of that seat. Besides that, I can handle my beer better. Ghost Eagles too. How you doing, buddy? Ironhead. You know, hey, Ironhead. Somebody got their house up in. I think Ironhead's from Detroit. Said somebody got their house bombed over a Trump sign. Wow. I tell you, we can stop that shit in short order. If it was closer. We need a chapter up there. Yeah, we do. We need a chapter everywhere. That's not asking for advertisement. The reason that would be a good thing is because the work we do in the state legislators or state legislature with state legislators, because it's imperative that we get involved to help our community and the things that are going on in our community, like motorcycle profiling, gang databases that they put us in, and all this other crap. Oh, and OG, I did finish my letter today. I did about 4 drafts. I had to take the cuss words out of it. I'm just saying. I get it.
Well, you didn't think the attorney general would appreciate it?
No, they wouldn't appreciate that stuff. You know, they probably ignore it and stuff like that, like they've already been doing. I just thought I would add some spice to it, and then I decided, well, maybe I'll take that out. You know, that kind of shit. Just saying, everybody. Matter of fact, is that's going to the Inspector General of the DPS. The DPS here in Texas are the ones that control the gang databases and I guess control the fusion centers and all this other stuff that we talked about. Multiple fusion centers and a waste of money. Total waste of money. And you know, it's like I've been saying, you know, hey, law enforcement got to figure out who the enemy is, and it's not motorcycle clubs. You take a look at what's going on out there across the country. Hey, none of this is motorcycle clubs. The anarchists, the crap that's going on. I mean, you'd think this would be easy, OG, for them to figure it out. That by now they would have undercovers into all these organizations. By now there would be some big arrests. Big arrests. You know? And we're just not seeing it. We're seeing them arrest some punks that are throwing a fit on the street. And some women kicking at them. That's what we're seeing. We want to see some high rollers asses in jail, in cuffs, in jail. They're mug shots and in jail for a long time. That's what we want to see. But evidently, the deep state may be deeper than we thought. You would think that the FBI would want to show that they're for real and they're not corrupt. But we're not seeing that, are we? Cheers. I'm just saying, you were supposed to comment during that when I was taking a drink, OG.
I was wishing I was.
I'll tell you what,
on one myself.
I'm getting wound up. We might do another 40 minutes, and we don't have any. We don't. You know what? It's really slow out there, other than that damn convention that nobody's watching. But you know what's really cool? Oh, OG, you know what's really cool? I watch these Trump rallies, these mini rallies that are going on, where they go to an airport like out there in Arizona today. Yeah, and it's supposed to be little small crowds, which really is small crowds. But you know what? The place is packed. The place is packed. People are waiting outside that didn't get in. That didn't get in because they can only take, whatever that building will hold. That hangar. It was a hangar. Let me tell you, OD, I've been in some big hangars, and I know you have too. I've been in some big hangars that are like auditoriums. Oh yeah. When you're in a
Well,
hangar, go ahead.
let me tell you what I'm waiting to see. And I was discussing this with the wife today as we were driving down to Arlington. I said to her, I said, because we had just come out of Costco,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to tell you, it was a disgusting experience. It is no wonder people are getting grouchier than hell wearing masks.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Yeah.
We go in and we pick up a few items, and I said, "Hey, you want to get a hot dog?" And she said, "Yeah, I was just thinking about that."
Mm-hmm.
So you can no longer pay for your hot dog at the cashier.
Yeah.
You have to go over to the food place, and you either order via the kiosk,
Yeah.
or when the guy gets around to helping you, if you want to pay cash.
Yeah.
Now, you can't use your credit card with the guy. You can only do cash.
Yeah.
If you're doing credit card, you have to go to the kiosk. Now, does that make a lot of sense? No. So we finally get our hot dogs in our empty cups. And my wife said, I'd like some relish and some mustard and some mayo. She said, well, we don't do relish. We don't do onion. We can only give you ketchup or mustard. And you can't eat it there anymore.
Yeah.
You have to take it out of the store.
Yeah.
So that's what they've degraded to.
Yeah.
So I'm talking with my wife, and I said, I can't wait to see. I am counting the days from when Sturgis shuts down.
Uh-huh.
I want to see if the town is overwhelmed with a COVID-19 epidemic. Okay? Because I'm telling you, this is a true test. You got like 250,000 bikers from around the country that descended on that town, and a huge percentage of these guys wanted no part of wearing a mask. They all partied. As a matter of fact, in one of the saloons, they had a sneezing contest. So I'm thinking, unless there's a major epidemic in Sturgis or Deadwood, because, when they say Sturgis, it actually now involves a lot of the small towns around Sturgis. Like Deadwood has a lot of activities and stuff like that. So you got all these places that these guys have been, and gals. And I fully expect that if this thing is righteous, if what they say is going on is really going on, then there has to be epic proportions of COVID-19 in South Dakota now.
Oh,
Not to mention these bikers going back to their hometowns should all be sick.
Hey, OG, you know what I noticed?
Yeah.
The cops that were surrounding those Antifa types, none of them, maybe one or two, the rest of them were not wearing masks. None of them.
Yeah, and these cops come from all around the country.
So
and I don't think the media has thought about this, because no one has said a word about it. Now we're in a great count. I think it was over as of Saturday, was it not?
Sunday, I think, was the last day.
Okay,
but it was basically
it was over.
It was basically over when those 9 morons showed up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was winding down.
So we all need to start counting down the days
Yeah.
to 14, and let's see if there's anything reported in the media about a huge epidemic that's going on in Sturgis and the surrounding areas, or if there's a bunch of bikers sick across the country.
Yeah. I'll be curious about that because the 9 morons OG I don't believe made the national news. I didn't see it.
No,
I
no. The
didn't see
only
it in
thing
my,
they had was that one video clip on
yeah,
Facebook.
yeah. And if there'd have been blood and stuff, or maybe a garbage can on fire, that might have made the national news. Who knows?
Or if they'd have killed them.
Yeah, kill them. Uh, so, yeah, that would have done the trick right there. Just kill their asses out there. Just, and that possibly could have happened if the law hadn't have been there. Could have happened.
Oh yeah, you get a mob rush them like that,
Yeah,
and get them down. That's like being in the middle of a cattle stand.
yeah, yeah. That would have been deserved too, in my opinion.
Yep.
Just like, hey, everybody, we need to keep up the pressure on the NFL, the NBA, the whoever else organization out there, any pro sports that are out there taking a knee. As a veteran, OG and I both are veterans. As veterans, we would say they have the right to take a knee during the national anthem. But we also have the right to show our displeasure, whether it's through booing or not participating, watching your shit, or going to a game, a crappy game. And that's what it is a game. And these people are getting filthy rich off of it. They're getting filthy rich because of this great country, because they have opportunity. And what do they want to do? They want to fuck it up for everybody. For everybody. We got morons out there that are saying, hey, it's okay to loot these stores, do all this stuff. It's part of reparations. So it's okay we go take shit. And I've heard now they want to take our houses. That kind of crap ain't going to happen. Not here in Texas. It may happen in Oregon. It may happen in New York. It may happen in Chicago or any other liberal city, but it's not going to happen here. We are armed and dangerous. If I can say that legally, it's just a warning. It's just a warning. Whether it be statues, and in Ironhead, you're right. NASCAR also. NASCAR, the soccer league, the freaking silly soccer players who are barely making a living, whose league is barely surviving, and they want to go out and piss people off. Really? Really? And go to the media and whine because they were booed at. They are out of their freaking minds. I'm just saying. Ghost Eagle says he lives in Oregon and he's locked and loaded. And they have open carry there. Hey, look, I wish we did here. We should have open carry in Texas. We should have. But we've got a bunch of weenies in our state legislature that won't get it done. So maybe this time around, who knows? Who knows? We'll damn sure be out there campaigning for it. We'll damn sure be campaigning for it. And that starts now. Not Not when the state legislature starts. Because let me tell you, they're starting to meet now to set their agendas, even before they've even finished the elections and knowing who's who. Each side is already out there planning their agendas, and we have to start now. Contacting our legislators, everybody. It doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't matter what state you're in. You contact them and you let them know what you think and demand that they respond. They work for you. They work for you. And make sure they know that. They should know you by name. They should know you when they see you walk up. That's how important it is. I guarantee you my state legislator does. He may not like to see me coming, but wow. It's time to act. It's time to stand up. It's time to push Trump across the finish line. Forget all that crap that's going on right now. Go vote. Go vote. No matter how you're going to vote, whether it's by mail or whatever else, mail is a fraud. But you know what? That's just more chaos. That's all it's about. As much shit as they can stir up. I'm just saying. You got any final thoughts, OG? I see Randy Elsler made it on here. Good evening, Randy.
Final thought is, for God's sakes, there's lots of things I don't like about Trump.
Yeah.
But he's damn sure a better shot than Biden and Kamala.
Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, is it's a shell game. Biden's just a shell. He's not going to last long. They'll push him to the side or they'll kill him, one or the other. Somehow, some way. He won't last a year. Hell, he may not last 6 months.
They were talking about that a lot today.
Yeah.
They were talking about that a lot today, where he has absolutely nothing to do with what is really going on here.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But with that, everybody, we want you to stay safe. We want you to ride safe. Understand? Help us spread the word. Share our videos. Subscribe to our channel. And man, let me tell you, this is all about the Constitution and saving our country and saving our rights. If there's no other reason out there, that you can find to vote for Donald Trump, that's it. That's it. Because all that stuff is in peril. Our economy is in peril. Your children's futures are in peril. Because these suckers on the progressive side, with all these goofy ideas and all these goofy plans. Oh, gee, I will say one last thing. How long, if it were to happen and they somehow win, how long would it take before the American people figure out, did we ever fuck up?
It wouldn't take long.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take long at all.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they're coming for is your guns.
That's right.
They got to get those before they can take further control.
There you go. And then there will be rioting in the streets like they haven't ever seen. And they'll try to shut us down, shut us up, using whatever means necessary. Be ready, everybody. Buy more ammo. We'll see you later next week. We'll be coming back online if something really wicked happens. Maybe we'll come back on after Joe Biden has done his acceptance speech. Oh, my God. Have a great night and ride safe. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.